You're a nobody, my daughter said, right in front of her friends. On my birthday, you fix toilets. You think that makes you a man? Her mother's new boyfriend, Derek, owned 3 restaurants. That was apparently the new standard. It was my 46th birthday. My wife, Lisa, insisted on a low-key celebration at home. Upscale fusion takeout, wine she didn't even offer me, and her new circle of friends I'd never met. I stood in the corner sipping flat soda, wondering when I became invisible in my own house. Then my 17-year-old daughter, Madison, and her friends started giggling at something on her phone. One of them asked, "Wait, is that your dad?" Madison smirked. "Yeah, that's him. He fixes toilets for a living. Thinks that makes him a man?" They all laughed. And then she said it again, louder this time. "You're a nobody." That was the same girl I used to carry on my shoulders at the zoo. The one whose scraped knees I'd cleaned while she cried. Now I was just the punchline. And Lisa, she raised her glass, smiled, and said, "Well, it's time you knew the truth." She motioned toward a man in a designer suit I hadn't even noticed. "This is Derek. He owns 3 restaurants in the city. He's more of a man than you'll ever be." Then she paused, just to let it sink in. "You were always temporary." No one stopped her. No one even blinked. I didn't yell. I didn't throw anything. I just walked upstairs, packed 1 duffel bag, and left while they were still laughing downstairs. The moment the door closed behind me, I felt peace for the first time in years. What they didn't know was how much I'd built while being temporary. I started as a plumbing apprentice when Lisa worked part-time at a bookstore. Over the years, I built my own business from scratch, took night classes to get certified, bought the house, paid off her car, went to every parent-teacher meeting, even when she didn't bother. The next morning, I hired someone, an ex-law enforcement investigator named Ed, a guy who specialized in what he called clean burnouts. Within 3 days, he had photos. Derek wasn't just cheating with Lisa, he was cheating on Lisa. There was a trail, hostesses, interns, even a waitress he'd fired when she refused him. Timestamps, receipts, names, but the best part? Derek's restaurants were drowning in debt. Tax evasion, zoning violations, fraudulent filings. He looked rich. But it was all credit and lies. I sent the entire report anonymously to a tax lawyer, a few local reporters, and linked Lisa as his domestic partner and financial beneficiary. Meanwhile, Madison kept posting online, out with Mom and Dee, photos of them at luxury malls, fine restaurants, captioned, "New dad better than the old one." With Derek throwing money around on designer bags, she thought she was hurting me. Instead, she was documenting financial fraud in real time. I smiled and forwarded every post to my lawyer. Every credit card they were using was still in my name. I'd quietly frozen them, then reactivated them just long enough for them to get comfortable, and shut them all off again. Right in the middle of dinner at an overpriced steakhouse, they left with a $700 bill they couldn't pay. The waiter took a photo of them arguing with the manager. That photo ended up on Yelp with the caption, "Couple throws tantrum after cards decline." The woman was quoted yelling, "My husband will pay!" Spoiler, he didn't. 2 weeks later, Lisa tried accessing our joint bank account. The banker handed her notarized removal papers. "I'm sorry, ma'am. Your husband removed you from all access 2 weeks ago." When she got home, a city notice was stapled to the front door, pending seizure, unpaid business property taxes. Days later, the local paper ran the headline, "Restaurant owner under tax fraud investigation. Girlfriend named as co-conspirator." Lisa's face was right there, front page. Her employer suspended her. Madison's influencer dreams, gone. Even Derek started backing away. He hadn't signed up to go down with the ship. Lisa sent me 28 messages begging to talk. I replied with 1 photo. It was from our anniversary dinner, the night she humiliated me publicly.